All right, we've got Hurriwind, captain of eUnited, here with us. Hurry, this is not the first time. Here we are again, basically talking about another swap here for eUnited. I know you talked about it a little bit on Twitter, but I think it's good to get a chance to hear it from someone's mouth directly. Talk me through what led to you guys making this change.
So first and foremost, we're obviously 0-10. It's as bad can be. We took games off good teams, but ultimately we didn't have any set wins. So that's where the conversation kind of started. And the main thing that we agreed on is that we just really didn't have much leadership. We didn't always have great early games, but we had plenty enough good early games, good mid games to win games. We just couldn't close our games out. And we agreed that was mostly because of leadership. This is something that everybody agreed on. We just didn't have someone who was great at kind of giving direction in that late portion of the game. I personally find frontline positions to do this the best because they're the ones who kind of set up the fights and engage and set the pace. Now it's not totally on them, but I do think historically, and if you look at all the teams that are doing well right now and have been doing well, that's the case where the frontline players are kind of running the pace of the game after mid game.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of had to make space for that. And the only logical choice that was available that also has the talent and experience in the short amount of time is Baskin. That's kind of funny. He's kind of an assassin for hire at this point. I always joked about it before, and now here I am doing it myself. But it just seemed to be the only logical choice. So it's not really Baskin's way better solo laner than Harry. I think they do different things, and we kind of need one of those things that Baskin does specifically in order to feel like we have a good chance of winning. I've seen some people talk about friends and stuff. Mm-hmm. Didn't really have anything to do with it. It's the same thing with Snoopy. I would have picked Guy between those two as well if I thought Guy was the better option in the short run, but I didn't think that. So Scream didn't think that. Cardi didn't think that. I mean, it was close, but I kind of want to quell those rumors a bit now. It's kind of frustrating seeing people think it's just about friends. I want to win. I'm 0-10. That's the reason we're changing. People forget we replaced Yannick earlier in this year, right? Yannick, yep. I've known Yannick forever, and that was a heart-wrenching decision. But we removed him because we thought it was best for the performance of the team. So I don't want people to get that twisted. It's just kind of what we thought was the best. So yeah, leadership. Baskin was the only option. In order to make space for Baskin in a frontline position, we had to move Harry.
Mm-hmm. That's and so we end up with Geno and Baskin now on the roster. I assume that you guys have been working with them leading up to your games this week. Early reports, how are things feeling? Do you feel like you're already noticing a difference with the way your frontline's playing?
Yeah, just the morale is a lot better. I think the morale's a lot better. We're performing, in my opinion, significantly better immediately as well, which is a good sign. I think that compared to all these other teams who have been playing together for the full year or even longer, a lot of us have played together before, so it's maybe not fair to say, but we're
Sure.
Immediately in competition with the best teams that we've been practicing. And we have good games. It feels like all the players are kind of on the same page with how we want to play the game, which is really good. And we kind of knew that when we were making decisions as well. We kind of expect that to be the case. But the main thing I would say is we're just more productive, immediately. And part of it is probably a little bit of a honeymoon thing. But like I said, we've all
Sure.
known each other and played together for a long time. So I don't know how true that's going to be. I just think Baskin is a player that really likes to get involved. When he's in SPL, he's really trying to win the game. He's talking about stuff outside the game. And Harry wasn't exactly that kind of player. Not to throw him under the bus.
Sure.
I wish the best for him, but he just wasn't that kind of player. Baskin is getting involved with our picks and kind of especially he's kind of putting leash on Scream a little bit, to be funny. It's kind of not a lot of people can do that with Scream, and Scream actually respects what Baskin has to say more than the average person. So it's good to try to get Scream on the same page as everyone else as well.
Well, we're excited to see what it turns out to be on the battleground. Can't wait to see your first week in action, and hopefully for United fans, find a dub in Phase 2. Good luck, Harry. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Agro.